Okay, today Keith's going to show us exactly what he does in his emailing ministry. So Keith, just explain what you do and I'll try to keep up.
All right. What I'm going to do first is show you how I construct a message. I like it to be in a simple format that won't be distorted when it gets to you. So I'll turn around here and put a message together. I get many messages a day, and I get used to people who send the best ones, so I look at that first. One of the ones I like is Messages from the Heart with Russ Lawson, and today he has a message entitled "It's the Little Things in Life," and that's a very good thought, so I'm going to look at it. So first thing I do is open up a new message, turn it to text, and paste the message into the window. Now I want it to be formatted in an attractive way, so I center the title line, put it down a couple lines, and then I move everything over into the 2 spaces from the margin so that it isn't banked up against the left margin right away. That takes a little bit of time, but it's not time consuming, and I've done it long enough that I can flow through it pretty good. I've received a few requests from people to send more HTML messages, but what I've found is that I get a lot more bounced messages when I send out HTML messages than when I send text, so I really prefer text messages for that reason. There are good HTML messages out there. The only problem is that SubscribeMe Pro does not convert them very well sometimes, and so I have to be careful when I send them because I want them to be attractive and not all chopped up because the margins weren't right and it reconverted it into a mess. So this is what I do with text messages. Just scan through them and move it 2 spaces against away from the line. Now I've formatted the message. There's a margin already set up in the text message window, the right margin, so I just move it over from
Keith, are you done?
the left message and
Still not.
and then when I get down to the bottom, I always like to either credit the person who has sent the message, or I like to do that, and also I like to tell people how to subscribe to that service if they want to. So that message is done. Now something that I do on all messages is I attach a footer with the little sayings at the bottom of each message. So I just go into an old message in my backup folder, copy that, go into that, go down to the bottom of that message, paste it, and then go up to the top and put the right subject. Oops. It's the little things in life. And then I put my email address in the top, save the message, and I'm done. That's how, and then if I go into my draft folder, there it is right there. It's the little things in life. So it's another message when I go to send a message on a daily basis that I'll have to choose from. Now something that I do every day that I'll show you next is send out prayer requests. I have a prayer request format saved. So what I do first is find that message in my draft folder, copy it, put my cursor in the prayer request folder, create a new message, change it from HTML to text, and copy that formatting into there. And then I begin to copy and paste the prayer requests into that message. Now this takes anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes on a daily, whoops, put that open, I shouldn't. Pardon the little noise there, I've got a sound program that creates a noise every time I do something on the computer. Now, with the prayer requests, I have to be a little bit careful with the right margin so that it doesn't go out that far. I don't like it to be too tight, so I'm watching the margins on both sides of that. I maintain that 2-space distance from the left margin, but I try to maintain a comfortable right side margin on that too. Then when I get that request done, I move on to the other one. And there I get prayer requests, I get praise reports. Once in a while someone will send a message of counsel that is good, and so I try to send out as many as I can of those, because I know that Satan is out there trying to discourage us, and we can all use a little encouragement from day to day. Now, one thing I have to do is correct spelling errors. My email program highlights them, so I just, when I see one wrong, I either run spell check to find out how to spell it, or if I know, I just correct it and move on.
I never knew you would tell all that trouble to format these mails. You just send them as is.
Nope, I don't.
Now, if you were to minimize the window, if you were a recipient, will that do automatic word wrap and keep the text confined, or?
When I save it, it saves it just like it is, yes.
Okay, but you know, some things you get, the word wrap is automatic. When you shrink the window, it always fits the window.
Right.
I just wonder if yours does that.
Yeah, it maintains the formatting when I put it in. Now, sometimes I get HTML messages and I don't send them out in HTML format, so the program will ask me if I want to convert it and so on, and I just have to deal with that, but I'm so accustomed to it that it's not a problem.
But you didn't always go this fast.
No, at first I was a little bit awkward at it, but one nice thing about Outlook as an email program, if I make a mistake, what I used to do this more often, I would accidentally click in the wrong place, and the program would try to close the window that I'm working in. But thank goodness, Outlook always asks, "Are you sure you want to do that?" and saves me from that inconvenience. So
this message you're doing right now, new subscribers are going to receive this.
all the prayer partners,
Oh, this is prayer partners. Oh, that's just one of your 6, right?
yes.
Wow.